So in this new tutorial I'm going to teach you guys how to make these status bars, like for the water drain and the food and the health bar. The water and the food like depletes according to the time. You can set it like according to yourself, but the health bar doesn't deplete on its own. So if I see, if I step on these spikes, my health bar starts to decrease like that. If I just moves back, it just remains constant. So this is just the normal function I've got for you guys, and I'll just show you how to implement it. Okay. Okay, so first of all, what you need is let me just get out of it. First of all, you need is sliders. Like mine is like the common one that Unity provides. But if you want to make like circles or horizontals, or like uh, like custom types of status bars, then you have to go through the animation and animator process, and that is kind of a bit lengthy. So this is just the common process. So first of all, what you need is make sure you have a UI UI game object. Like this is an empty game object. Then what you have to do is go to UI and then add a slider, and then you would be getting a canvas and you will have sliders. I have currently have 3 sliders in here, and I'll just show you the settings, and then we later will move on the script, what is in the script. Now to set up or customize your status bar, like make it wider or make its height longer, you can play with these settings, and that's it. And I'll just explain what's actually needed. uh, I think this right 11 was needed, so you can change it if you need it, because this the background was going out of the fill area, so I changed it to 11. And you just go to the handle. You don't have to change anything into this also, but maybe you have to change it in the slider bar. Yeah, the parent, the slider, you have to change this. Like it will be automatically selected to the handle, but you have to change it to the none. Make sure it's none, because if you don't change it, the this icon will also move over here, and it will start to deplete with the the bar. So that's it. And also make sure you have these colors set to this, because if you have those in the UI, they will interact like these are actually UI. So if you press them, they actually work, but they don't slide. Okay, so you don't have to worry about those. So this is how you just in the editor you put the slider bar in the editor. And let me just go for this box also, this spikes that I've put it. um, Make sure you have for the spikes, make sure you have a box collider attached to it, and I have the status bar script attached to it, because I have to check out for the another box collider when the player's capsule colliders comes into the contact of this spikes collider. Then the health bar starts to drain. So that's why the script is needed. You can separate the script, or you can separate the health bar status, it's up to you, because health is kind of needs for the like, there are so many things to deplete the health, but the food and the water would be like constantly depleting on some rate. You can just decrease it to 0.1 or something you like. So that's just the thing. I'll just move on to the script, but before that, make sure you have the box collider and the script on the parent, like the empty game object, not on the you know the prefab. Because if you have the box collider on the prefab, the player won't be able to step onto it, because the box collider will prevent it, and then maybe your spikes won't work, because the player can move through the spikes, but it will take damage. So that's how my function is. Yeah, make sure you have the box collider, and if your box collider, like this green box, is not there, you can just select it and transform it. Okay, so that's it. Now I'll just move to the script, how the things work over there. And make sure your first person character have this cylindrical collider also, capsule collider, so that when this when this collider and this collider meets each other, the function runs and the player starts to deplete its health. So you have to make sure this is, you can make it like the height of your player, and according to yourself how much you taller or wider you want your player to be. I have it like its radius is just too much, he's just too fat. Yep. Okay, so you can do that, and make sure you have that in the first person like FPS controller or your player, so this capsule collider moves with your player. And if you have this health function for the collider or spikes, make sure the script is attached to the spikes or else the function won't work. Rest for the sliders it will work, you don't have to mind it, but you just have to drag and drop the things. Generally I have wrote everything for you guys to understand. If I miss something, but I'll try to explain everything. So first of all, these are some variables. I won't go through them, and these are the start functions, like to make the health or the slider bar max to the max, because when the game starts your health should be or like it should be like full, or you can set it accordingly like 50 or 0.5 or something like that. This function is to make sure the player is in the reach of those spikes. And this tag is also important, I forgot it to tell you. You have to assign this tag to the yep, to to your capsule collider, so that the Unity can find out which object is in the reach of the what I mean. And make sure you have this on the object that you put it on, like on the spikes, unless or else it won't work. If you have any questions or suggestions, you can comment me down if I just forget to explain anything to you. This is to make sure the food bar is drained in according to time, so you have to just make sure, and these are the methods. So if this decreases the food bar like according to time, it's like food rate, and this is the float value. Currently it's set on the 0.1, or it's like if you set it on here like 0.1, and over here if you set it to 0.5, it will be 0.5. okay, it will take this value, not the script value. So make sure you have have that in mind. And this one ensures that the food bar doesn't go below 0, and this changes the value of the food slider, like in the update method, like regularly. And this just tells you that when the food bar turns to be 0, then you can just write it here like you can call the method like this method, drain health method. Then you can just write a code to deplete the health when the food and or the water is low. So that's how you can do this, and this is like the same as for the water. For the health drain, I have checked the boolean that if the spikes and the player is in reach, then the current health will decrease, and rest all is same like that. And if the current health falls below 0, you can write something to like make your player die or something. I believe that's all for this video, guys. If you have any questions or if you are confused or something, you can pin me down in the comments. I'll just have this script in the script in the description. You can download it and copy paste it in your own project. So yep, that's all for this video. Bye bye, tata, see you in the next video, guys. Make sure to leave a like, guys.